Hello and welcome to this weekend market analysis. Last week was quite an interesting week. We found some very high quality trading opportunities. Well, this upcoming trading week also looks a bit brighter for us, and so we are going to be analyzing a few pairs. But before then, let's retrospect by looking at some of those trades that we took for this last week. Now, as you can see, this is our official Telegram channel where we have members who subscribe to this Telegram channel. One of those trades that we took was in the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Well, that trade is still active. In fact, it just got triggered. As you can see, this is the daily time frame. Our entry was somewhere in there, or stop loss there. I'm going to be showing you that in the live chart. Again, we took another one on the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar, and as you can see here, we have in the 1 hour time frame, it was a trend collapse setup, right? See that rising trend line? It got broken right there. That was a breakout. Then we waited for the pullback. As soon as we got that red candle close right there, that was where we nailed our entry. All right, our stop loss was just right there, taking stop loss hunt into consideration. We have actually closed out this trade. I will show you that in the live chat, but you can see some of the profits that we made. Sterling pounds against the Australian dollar, we took 33 pips there. We also took another 116 pips profit off the second portion of that trade. Our last trade was on the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar. All right, this one here, I'm going to show you in the chart. Although we have taken out 50% of our profit, you can see if you scroll down, that's the 50% of profit. We took 109 pips. All right, so that was quite a fantastic trading there. Let's see the Forex factory to see those high impact news announcements that are scheduled for this upcoming trading week. Now, as you can see, we have quite a few high impact news announcements here. Within this high impact news announcement, we have the heavyweight impact news announcements, which of course the employment data, which will be coming from the Canadian dollar, and we also have one from the American dollar. Then interest rate affecting the Australian dollar. These are very heavyweight news announcement. On Sunday, we have all bank holiday. Of course, there will be OPEC meeting, and that should also impact the chart. So as the market opens for next week, we may see some market gaps, all right, in the chart. So let's look into the chart and see what we have. I want to review some of those pairs that I have already shown you that we took some trade. Like in the sterling pounds against the Canadian dollar, as you can see here in the 1 hour time, in the 4 hours time frame, this was one of those pairs I was talking about. All right, as price broke this level, and again we were following this in the daily time frame, we saw that that reversal formation of that key area of resistance. You can see that. So this was the candle that gave us the hint, that rejection bar there. We took our entry there and we drove price all the way down there for some nice profit. Okay, where we are still expecting that price may continue to go down, but then after breaking this rising trend line, we are expecting some pullback, maybe to somewhere in the air. Then we can see price come back down again. This pair is bearish, is turning down, so hopefully we'll find better opportunities to take more entries. The remaining portion of the trade, we may close it out as the market opens for next week. Then the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Remember, I talked about price just triggering our entry right there. Well, we expect that this is going to be a long-term trade. All right, very long-term trade. Let me keep this trend line. I may also keep this one here. It's going to be a long-term trade. We may allow this trade to run till the end of this month, as long as the setup itself is not violated. So let's keep these levels as our support and resistance in the daily time frame. In fact, this is an area, we keep it as support. Here we're going to keep it as resistance. So we are anticipating that price will make some pushes to that area. Then from there on, we will begin to see some downward movements in the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Now, one of our biggest trades for last week was the sterling pounds against Australian dollar. I already showed you that pair or that trade in the Telegram channel. As you can see, that was the rising trend line. All right, for those of you who want to learn this strategy, it is the trend collapse strategy. Then price broke out of that trend line. All right, you can see the breakout. That was the breakout, and that was the pullback. So we took our entry right here. Okay. The market movers were, you remember, according to that strategy, your stop loss is supposed to be 5 pips above that pullback swing. All right, that's 3 to 5 pips of that pullback swing. But as you can see, the market movers were able to drive price all the way, taking out a good number of our stop losses. But for us, we already made provision for that stop loss hunt, and so we placed our stop loss a little bit higher. But then we're able to drive all the way to the downside, making nice profit off this chart. Well, this pair is still one of the best on our radar for bearish movements, and so we will come back to this. Okay. All right, so now let's look into those two pairs that we will be following this week and their possible setup and what we intend to trade. Again, the first one is the sterling pounds against the Australian dollar. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Well, this is where that setup, the setup actually belongs. All right, this is where the setup belongs. Let me squeeze out my chart just in a bit. Okay, I want you to see the complete chart. I don't want that picture closing that. All right, so price is actually reacting off a very key level of resistance. You can see that level there. You can see the reaction candle right there. Okay, so let me zoom in for you to again see clearly. You see that candle? This is a reversal candle of a very significant level of resistance. Although we have a rising trend line and there seems to be no room, we don't have enough room, but at any rate, if we get price dropping to the downside, okay, we would have made some nice profit out of this pair, and this is exactly what we are anticipating. All right, we are even hopeful that with that reversal, price may break this rising trend line for us to see 2 consecutive bars to the downside. So this is a nice setup, and as soon as the market opens, we will send out the signal and let you place the order. Secondly, the American dollar against the Swiss franc. As you can see here, price has been trending to the upside very nicely. And again, the falling trend line, that retracement trend line has been broken. Price is now sitting above, hopefully for us to see another push to the upside. Although this push may not be long-lived, all right, it may be very short-lived. Probably we may have that push to the upside, and from there on price will come back down. So if we are taking any buy entry, any long opportunity, we are going to be very swift with profit taking. Anywhere around there, we are going to close out our trades. So as soon as the market opens, of course, we'll be going long here. We are going to be buying the American dollar versus the Swiss franc. So you keep this on your radar. We are bullish. This trend line you can also see in the daily time frame. You can see that price has been actually trending around that area, and the trend line has been holding. So we are bullish here. We're looking for opportunities to buy. All right, so that's basically it. Those are the 2 pairs we are following as soon as the market opens. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you again. Bye.